There are many yoga practices for the throat center, the Vishuddhi Chakra. The one we're working with today is Bhramari, the sound of the bee breath. It's a pranayama practice that activates the voice box. And you remember that the voice box, or the speech, is the active sense associated with Vishuddhi. And that hearing is the cognitive sense associated with this chakra. So to hear the sound of your voice and to vibrate the throat center is what this practice does. What we would like to do, however, is make sure that the energy generated from the practice is focused inward and moves up into the head and vibrates the sinuses in the head, the empty air-filled spaces. So there's a vibration that's set up by the sound generated at the throat center. So the practice is relatively simple in terms of humming, but this inner focus is the thing that is a little tricky in terms of when you're humming, you usually have an outward expression. So your intention is to direct sound outward. Here, it's almost as if you were swallowing the sound or directing it back and up. So just a little practice will help you to get that sense of it. We'll begin by exhaling and using the sound to make the sound on the exhalation, which is the easiest part. And then later we can add the sound on the inhalation, which is a little more difficult. So the first thing you'll want to do, as true for any pranayama, is to make sure you have a sitting posture that supports the pelvis so that there's a relaxed and stable sitting posture. So draw a cushion, a blanket, a folded blanket, some way of supporting the pelvis so that you can relax the groin and thighs and legs and sit effortlessly upright. If you have a meditation posture, this would be the time to use it. Then close the eyes, and I'm going to demonstrate the sound first. On the exhalation, just begin a low hum and keep the mouth closed and a little bit of an inward focus. So you see the kind of long drawn-out exhalation is part of the practice. That gives you a bit of a drone, just like a bee would make. Hence the title, Bhramari. Let's try it. Inhaling, deep breath, and begin. And we'll try one more time. This time, be particularly attentive to that inward focus on the exhale. And then try also on the inhale to create the sound. A little trickier, and you may find your pitch moving up or even down, but make an effort. And that sound on the inhale is very much loosens up the vocal cords, so it's an interesting practice to try. As you're ready, inhaling. And begin. When you finish, sit quietly with the eyes closed And be aware of the energy at the throat center. And notice how that is connected with the energy at the eyebrow center. And notice how the mind is content to stay focused inwardly, to move inward, and to stay. And letting that sound reverberate through the whole body. In a regular practice, you'll want to continue the exhale, inhale, Bhramari, perhaps for several minutes. And as you go along, the transitions between the exhale and inhale will smooth out, and your inhale may get a little more fluid and easily done. And also you'll notice the mind gets quieter, so this is a good practice to do before meditation. So a couple minutes of practice, and then perhaps letting yourself just sit, moving on into whatever meditation practice you might do, whether that's a breath awareness or a mantra practice.